Okay. All right. So we are going to start with our centering. Just have your straps handy by your head for when you come down to your back. We're just going to get nice and comfortable, allowing our back, our body to melt into the mat, making any adjustments that we need to get fully comfortable. Now let's take a nice, slow, long belly filling breath in and slowly exhale, releasing all the air from the tummy or from the lungs. And we'll repeat that breath. Nice, slow, long belly filling breath in and slow, long exhale out. And one more time with that breath. Nice, slow, long inhale. Nice, slow, long exhale. Maintaining relaxed but focused attention. So keeping your awareness on your inhales and your exhales. Allowing yourself to fully connect to the mat and releasing any thoughts that come to mind like a balloon into the sky. Stay here for a few more breaths. Moving our feet down to the bottom left corner of the mat, reaching our arms overhead to the top left corner of the mat, creating that nice half moon shape, lengthening through that right side. Take a nice slow long inhale in. Slowly exhale it out. Nice slow long inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll bring the feet to the bottom right corner and our hands to the top right corner, lengthening this time through that left side. Nice slow long inhale in. Slowly exhale it out. Nice slow long inhale in. Exhale, coming to center. We'll bring our knees into our chest for a hug, giving a gentle rock from side to side. Releasing our knees, we'll bring our shins parallel with the ceiling, reaching our arms up towards the sky. We're going to lower the left leg to hover at the same time the right arm reaches back to a hover. Inhale, bringing them back to center. This time, lengthen through the right leg and the left arm. And switch. So just keeping everything at a hover, engaging the core. Flowing with your breath. Do one more on each side. After you finish your last one, we'll come into our happy baby. Making sure our spine is nice and long with the mat. So if you have to give yourself a little wiggle to get the spine a little longer or to connect more to the mat, do so. Nice, slow, long inhale and bringing that breath all the way down the spine. Nice and slow exhale that out. Few more breaths here. Bring the soles of the feet together, hugging them in towards the chest. Releasing the feet to the mat, keeping a bend into the knees. Right ankle comes below the left knee, coming into our reclined pigeon, reaching that right hand between the legs and keeping our hips parallel to the ceiling. We'll reach that left leg up to the ceiling, pointing through those left toes. Push through the heel. And point through the toes. One more time, push through the heel. Right. Now let's make circles in one direction with the left ankle. And in the other. Coming to stillness, bend back into the left knee. We're going to cross the right knee over the left, coming into our whale tail. Right hand reaches for the left toes, left hand to the right toes. I think I said that right. It's nice, slow, long inhales and exhales here, bringing the breath into those spaces that you feel is lengthening. Releasing the toes. We're going to bring the legs back to the shins being parallel to the ceiling, arms out into T position. We're going to take those legs over to the left side of the mat, creating that nice twist into the spine and gaze over the right fingers. Three more breaths. Okay. Inhale the knees to center. Exhale, releasing the feet to the floor. This time, left ankle comes below the right knee, coming back into our reclined pigeon. And our hips squared off with the ceiling. Let's reach those right toes up to the sky. And really pointing through those toes. Push through the right heel. And then point through the toes. And one more time through the heel. We'll make circles in one direction with the right ankle. And in the other. Coming to stillness, put a bend into the right knee. Left leg crosses the right, left hand reaches to the right toes, right hand to the left toes, coming back into your whale tail. Four more breaths. We'll bring those shins parallel to the ceiling. Again, arms out into T position. This time the legs come over to the right, pointing our face towards our left fingers this time. More breaths. Inhale to center. Exhale, release the feet. We're going to take the strap. Be mindful of the buckle. Okay. And we're going to bring the strap around the pad of the foot, not the arch of the foot, into the right, sorry, put it around the right foot. Bring the back, top right part of the arm down onto the mat. Pushing through the heel. Okay, now let's open that leg up to the right side of the mat. If you want, you can bring your left hand to your left hip, just trying to make sure that that left cheek stays down. Bringing your breath into those spaces that you feel lengthening. You're not worried about how far open the leg gets, just as long as you're feeling the lengthening. A few more breaths. Inhale the leg to center. Exhaling the breath out. We're going to bring the foot so that it's over top of the belly button. Just bringing that leg in slightly to the center of the body. You should feel the lengthening coming all the way from your Achilles or your heel. And you'll most likely feel it up into your hamstring, maybe even in your lower back. If you don't feel it, just gently shift your leg around you. You'll know it when you feel it. Great. We're going to bring our left foot into the strap, releasing the right foot down again, making sure the strap is around the pad of the foot, pushing through the left heel. The top part of the back left arm is down on the mat. And you can bring your right hand to your right hip to ensure that your cheek stays on the mat. We'll open that left leg up to the left side of the mat. A few more breaths here. Inhale that left leg to center, exhaling the breath out. We're going to bring that foot over the center of the body again. If it's easier, you can bring the strap into the opposite hand. Pushing through the heel, so you're really feeling that lengthening coming all the way into the hamstring, maybe even the lower back. A few more breaths. Big breath in. Exhale, releasing the left foot down to the ground, putting the strap to the side. We'll come over to our tummies. Good. Arms come out into T position. Putting a bend into the right knee. We're going to come down to the left side of the face, stepping that right leg over the left side. Reaching through those right fingers. Big breath in. Exhale to center. We're going to come down to the right side of the face, bend into the left knee, and this time the left leg steps over the right side, and we're reaching through the left fingers. Good stuff. Few more breaths. Nice big breath in. Exhale back to center. Good. And we'll bring those elbows underneath our shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. Good. Looking straight ahead. Nice slow long inhale in. Exhale it out. Sliding the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows tight into the sides. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Knees come to the width of the mat, pushing back into our child's pose. I'm just allowing everything to melt here for a few breaths. Allowing the lower back to sink or to melt. Okay, and let's push ourselves up into seated or into easy pose. We're going to use our strap here again. Taking the buckle side, we'll bring it over the right shoulder. Okay, let's take that left hand, just encouraging that right elbow a little further back. Want to keep the spine nice and long, gaze is forward facing. Left hand comes underneath to reach for the strap, walking the hands towards one each other. Keeping the shoulders open. So if you find you're curling in, just bring your hands further apart. Good, these look great. Taking some nice steady inhales and exhales here. And release. Let's roll the shoulders out. You can go back and forth, from front to back. Right. Now we'll bring the strap over the left shoulder. Right hand encourages that left elbow back. Again, keeping those nice long spines. And then reaching the right hand under. Walking our hands towards one another. Good. And keeping those shoulders open. Nice. Few steady inhales and exhales here. And release. Again, we'll just roll the shoulders out. Right. And we'll bring our straps nice and wide over our head. We'll bring the strap down to the bottom. And inhale up. Exhale forward. It's one smooth move. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more time, we're going to come forward, inhaling up. Exhale forward, and we're going to put the strap to the side. All right, let's bring our feet nice and wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, reaching the hands towards the shins, ankles, or feet. You can allow a curve to come into the spine. And bringing your breath into the hips, the groin, and the lower back. Inhale back up to center. Exhale the breath out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale forward. We're going to reach the hands forward this time. If you want a little more lengthening through the legs, you can push through the heels. And let's walk ourselves up to center. We'll come over to our tabletop and make sure you're about mid-mat as you come into your tabletop. Right. Toes are curled under. Pull the belly button into the spine. Good. Inhale to cow. Keep that belly button pulled in. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're still engaging that core. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more flow through. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to our tabletop. Inhale, right fingers up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing the right hand between the left arm and the left leg, coming down to the right side of the face. Taking those left fingers, we'll reach them up towards the top of the mat. And let's take the left hand back under the left shoulder. Inhale, right fingertips up to the sky. Exhaling the right hand down. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle coming down to the left side of the face. And we're going to reach those right fingers up to the top of the mat. Right hand under the right shoulder. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, the left hand down to the mat. Left leg stretches out behind us, pushing through the heel, trying to keep our hips level. Right hand comes forward. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Engaging the core. Our gaze is down at the mat. Keep allowing your pranayama to flow. Almost there. Right hand comes down to the mat. We'll step that left foot forward, putting that 45-degree angle into that left leg, and then bringing the knee over top. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhaling the slight back bend. Hands come down to either side of the left foot. We're going to come into our pigeon here. So sliding that left foot over to the right side, reaching through those right toes, and coming all the way down to the mat. Bringing your breath into those spaces that you feel lengthening. Seeing on your exhales if your torso comes a little closer to the mat. Trying to reach a little further through those right toes. Stay here for a few more breaths. A nice, slow, long inhale in. Exhale it out. Curl the right toes under. Let's push into our down dog. Taking the dog for a walk. Coming to stillness, left leg, three-legged dog. We'll put a bend into that left knee, stacking the left hip over the right. Flip doggers, feel free to flip here. Nice. And coming back to our left leg, three-legged dog. Release the left foot. Coming back down into our tabletop. This time the right leg comes behind us, pushing through that heel. Left hand comes forward. Engaging the core, gazes down at the mat. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Almost there. Left hand comes down to the mat. Let's step that right foot forward, 45-degree angle, and then bring that right knee over top of the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into a slight back bend. Hands to either side of the right foot. We'll come back into pigeon. So sliding that right foot over to the left side of the mat, reaching through the left toes, and coming all the way down to your forehead. Bringing that breath into those spaces you feel lengthening. Seeing if you can sink a little further into the mat. Reach a little further through the left toes. Couple more breaths. Curl the left toes under. Let's push into our downward facing dog, taking that dog for a walk. And coming to stillness, right leg, three-legged dog. We'll put a bend into that right knee, stacking the right hip over the left, coming into our flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Good. Releasing that right foot to the floor, left leg, three-legged dog, and step that left foot forward inhaling up to our lunge. Exhale, get low into that right heel. We'll bring our hands to heart center. More breaths here. Really trying to lengthen through that right hip, through the back of the leg. Big breath in. Exhale, coming up into our tree, right foot to the left calf or upper inner thigh. Push through the crown of the head. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Finding our focal point. You can stay here. For those of you that want to go further, right hand to the right foot, and you can come up into your Supta Padangusthasana. We'll all release our right feet down into mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Good. Right leg, three-legged dog. Stepping that right foot forward, inhaling whoop, up to lunge. And getting low in that left heel. Hands can come to heart center. Shoulders away from the ears. Few more breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale, left foot up to the right calf or upper inner thigh. Finding our drishti, our point of focus. Few more breaths. Left hand can come down to the left foot. Those that want to go further, coming up into our Supta Padangusthasana, our hand to big toe pose. And then we'll all release into mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Feet to the width of the mat as we come into our rag doll. Reaching for elbows. Rallying the head to lengthen out the spine. More breaths. We're going to release our hands down to the mat. We're going to sit our bottom back coming into our squat. Elbows to the inside of the knees, hands at heart center. And gazes forward facing. Hands come down to the mat. We're going to step our feet back into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a generous step back with the left foot coming into our warrior one. Big breath in. Exhale to warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle, right fingers down. Big breath in. Exhale, flow back to our reverse warrior. Bend comes back in the right front knee. Really reaching through those right fingers. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to one. Step up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Step back into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale to heart center. Take a generous step back with the right foot coming into our warrior one. Again, just seeing if we can get a little longer, still keeping those knees stacked over the ankles. And exhale to warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Big breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Really reaching through those left fingers, putting that bend back into the left knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to one. Step up to the top of the mat and forward fold. Good. Step back to down dog. Knees come to the width of the mat, pushing down into our passive child's pose. So just allowing everything to melt or to sink into the mat. Few more breaths here. We'll push ourselves into kneeling, curling the toes under, sitting our bottom back onto our heels, bringing our hands behind our bottom, and gently just pulling or tugging the hands down towards the bottom. Being mindful of the shoulders, being gentle. Big breath in. Exhale the hands forward, right elbow into left, creating our eagle arms, bringing those elbows up to shoulder height. Releasing the hands. This time we'll bring the left elbow into the right, coming back into the eagle arms. We're trying to bring those elbows up to shoulder height. And release. We're going to come over to our bottoms. If you have a block handy, you can use it. If you don't need to. We're going to put a bend into the knees. So you can do this a couple different ways. If you have a block, we're going to take the block down towards each side. If you want more of a challenge, you can lift the feet up, coming down to each side. And if you don't have a block, just bringing our hands to center. So we're going to flow with our breath here. Big breath in. Exhale, right side down towards the mat and center. Left and center. Good. Keep going at your own pace. We're going to do 2 more each side. All right. Coming down to our backs. Those of you that are using a block, keep it handy. All right. If you are using a block, we're going to put the block in between our legs. You can go widthways or lengthways. Doesn't really matter. Either way, whatever's most comfortable for you. Arms are going to come out into T position. If you don't have a block, just keeping a little space in between those knees. And we're going to drop the toes down towards the mat. And up. And down. And up. Good. Keep flowing with your breath. We're going to do 2 more. And we'll let our feet settle down to the mat. Good. If you are using a block, we're going to put it under our lower back. If you don't have a block, bring your hands underneath your lower back. We're going to send those feet up to the ceiling. And your hands can go where they're comfortable. T position side, overhead, whatever you choose. You can roll out your ankles here, crisscross, scissor. We're just trying to keep those feet elevated. So whatever feels good for you here. Tuning back in with our breath. Few more breaths. Our right foot down to the mat, and then our left. You have a block underneath. Move it to the side, coming all the way down to your tailbone, and we'll all bring our knees to our chest for a hug, the gentle rock from side to side. Coming to stillness, getting into a comfortable position to come into and prepare for Shavasana. So if you need a sweater or anything, you can put that back on. Allowing everything to settle. Tuning back in with our breath or our pranayama. Just noticing the rise and fall of your tummy, your ribs, your chest. Okay, so gently bringing your awareness back to your breath. Noticing the sound of the inhale to the exhale. Nice, slow, long, gentle belly filling breath in. Slowly exhale it out. Give some gentle movements to your fingers and your wrists. Bring some gentle movements to your toes and your ankles. Another nice, slow, long, gentle belly filling breath in. And as we exhale, we'll come over to our right side. As we come over to our right side, we'll bring our awareness to our heart center. Think about something positive that happened today, big or little. Could be as little as a good cup of tea or coffee. And just think about that good thing that happened and allow it to bring happiness to your heart center. Allowing that happiness to grow and to expand, going into joy, bringing that feeling of joy and happiness down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allowing that joy and happiness to bring a smile to your face and genuinely bring that smile there. Feel it reaching from ear to ear. And just keep allowing that feeling of happiness and joy to grow or to radiate. Staying present in this moment. And take another nice, slow, long belly filling breath in. Exhale it out. And when you're ready, we'll push ourselves up into seated. And bringing our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.